Hey YouTube, Spider Paul with some more comic book stuff to show you in a new video. Hope everybody's doing well, survived the holidays okay. If you're out in the East Coast like I am, I hope you survived in all this deadly cold. Um, it's been a while since I posted, but with the holidays and all the disease variants going around and stuff, it's been a little crazy. But I'm back, and I have a comic haul to talk about a little bit, and the new Comic Tom mystery box. There you go, flip it around the right way. Got a new cool box. Ooh, Tom. Right? Must be making some good money. Paid for the fancy box. It looks good. So we'll go through that and see what's in there. So, first thing I did was I went into a shop and started digging through back issues, and they had Power of X in a back issue bin, and I got these books for a little over $1 a piece. Now, I haven't been on the X-Men train in a long time. I was back when I was married to the X-Spider Paul, the second X-Spider Paul. Well, that's a whole other video. She was big into X-Men, so I've read all the Claremont stuff and all the stuff going back, and we had all those books. And I've heard that the last 10 or so years, maybe the X-Men stuff wasn't happening as much, so I haven't been reading too much. But I did hear that House of X, Powers of X was a pretty good storyline from Jonathan Hickman. And so when I saw these, I figured I would check out Hoxpox. That's what they call it. So I got the first 6 issues of Powers of X to go through. I haven't read any of them yet, but I figure I'll try it. Now, I guess there's 12 House of X books and 12 Powers of X books, and I only got the first 6 Powers of X books that I saw. They just happened to all be in there, so I grabbed them, and it was not big dollars to do that, so I figured it was worth a shot. Let me know in the comments what you think of that storyline. Is it worth reading? I guess there's like another 18 books that I'd have to track down if I'm going to go through and read the whole House of X and the rest of Powers of X. Is it worth the effort to try to find all those? Or should I just leave it with the 6 I got cheap and call it a day? I went to another LCS in the area and picked up some books I had there. And lately, well, the last 6-8 months, I jumped back on the Spawn train. I did get Spawn way back when it first came out for about 6-8 months. So I got the first 8 or 10 issues I picked up, and then kind of fell off and read other stuff. But McFarlane was on one of the YouTube channels talking about he's holding his price at $2.99. He doesn't think he needs any more money, and isn't interested in raking the readers over the coals just to add another $1 or $2 to the cost of his books. So I said, you know what, if that's how he's going to treat the readers, I'm going to give him some of my money. So I got back on the Spawn around issue 300. So I picked up 325, which has got that cool ninja type cover on it, and the old martial artist in me liked that, saw that, thought that looked cool. And I've been following the other stuff. He's expanding the universe, so there's a couple of King Spawn books. I've been reading King Spawn to see where that story goes. And in that storyline, they brought back some bad guys from way back in the day when it started, so it was a good callback to when I first read stuff. One that I'm really enjoying is Gunslinger Spawn. This one is kind of a good man out of time storyline, and it's funny and an enjoyable read. So right now, that's my favorite out of all of them. And then a new one that just came out for 2022 is Scorched. And Scorched, I guess, is kind of like a team book. So, you know, what if Spawn was the Justice League? So there's a few Spawns that are going to get together and go on missions and create mayhem. So I figured I would check that out and see what that was all about. So those are the image books that I grabbed. And I signed up for the Bad Idea books back when ENIAC came out. And I really enjoyed some of the Bad Idea stuff, especially back in the beginning. Compared to Marvel and DC, the quality of the books was light years ahead. Good cardstock, nice solid books. So I told him that, yeah, I'll take anything that comes out by Bad Idea. And for the most part, I haven't regretted it. I guess they're all done, though they finished up in December. And I hadn't been into this shop in a while, so when I went in, I found out there was this Odin's Eye book that had come out in my absence. Well, I was a little bit sick and out of commission for a while, but I'm okay now. So there's 5 of these, and I have not read them yet. Some cool covers. They look like some nice books. My big bitch about this is number 1 was $10, and then the other 4 were all $8 a piece. So, you know, over $40 for 5 books. It's a lot of money. Might be a good idea that Bad Idea is all done. All right, so we got the mystery box. Now, I don't know if you guys follow Reggie from Reggie Collects on YouTube. He gives a lot of comic book advice and spec and stuff like that, and seems like a pretty good guy. And one of the books that supposedly is in this month is Reggie's Guide on Comic Collecting. And I'm interested to see what the man has to say, because on his channel he's always got some pretty solid advice and seems to know his stuff. So let's see what's in here. You get everything out of the bag. We have a comic tag to download a digital trade paperback. I'm way behind on reading those, so this one's long lost. We'll download that and check that out. We have the print that tells you what you got. If you looks like Eagly in a Peacemaker helmet, that's quite the picture. I did not have the streaming service that has Peacemaker. I think it's HBO Max. And some people have said they like it, it's funny, and they like John Cena, and a bunch of people have said stay the hell away from the show. So I probably will not spend the money on HBO Max to get Peacemaker. A golden ticket. I threw the last one out because I used the first one. I sent books to CBCS, and they didn't give me the discount that you're supposed to get with the golden ticket. Maybe I'll try it again, maybe not. Have you guys had any luck with that? Have you had a ticket? Did you get the free book graded that you were supposed to get? Or did they ignore you? Well, let me know in the comments. And give the channel a like and subscribe if you can. All right. Panther. This is the Virgin cover. Let's see what it says on the back of the card here. Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer, Reggie Collects, Unicorn. Bonus books. It doesn't say, but I think this is Panther #1. That's cool. I like the Virgin books. You know, I like the way it presents the art. And then every month Tom does a family-friendly book with a Nate Made It tribute cover. It's usually Dr. Seuss themed, so this one's Unicorn. X-Men Classics. Ties in with my, hey, maybe I'll read some X-Men stuff. So I definitely don't have that one. And a print from Original Hate. What does it say about Original Hate? Ben Templesmith print. That's creepy AF, man. Am I too old to say AF? Probably. And here we go. The Reggies Guide to Collecting Comics. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I kind of like the way the guy presents himself on YouTube and the stuff he has to say, so that'll be good to maybe get some tips and tricks and see what his take on this hobby that I blow so much money on every month is about. And the last one is #1 from Buffy, the Last Vampire Slayer. So, Old Man Buffy, #1. Let's check that out and see how that is. I've read it on and off a couple of books for Buffy. I'm not really a Buffy fan or a Buffy collector, but I'm happy to check out stuff you want to give me. So that's the Comic Tom in the haul for this month. Everybody, I hope your 2022 is going great so far, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.